What if I told you that the moment we have been praying for, sacrificing for, and holding on to through years of uncertainty has not only arrived, but is currently being physically implemented within the United States Treasury and banking network as we speak, making all the past delays and doubts completely irrelevant in the face of this new, unstoppable financial reality? This is the alert you have been waiting for your entire life. So you need to listen to every single word with absolute focus, because what I am about to reveal is the key that unlocks the door to your financial sovereignty. And it all centers on the confirmed live exchange rates for the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong that are now actively propagating through the Federal Reserve systems, a process that began precisely 72 hours ago and is now reaching its final public-facing stage, which means the window for preparation is measured in hours, not days. The evidence for this is no longer based on overseas whispers or leaked memos, but on verifiable, on-the-ground confirmations from currency exchange kiosks in major international airports in New York and Los Angeles, where their internal digital boards, which for decades have only listed major world currencies, have now glitched to intermittently displayed live, actionable buy and sell rates for both IQD and VND at figures that are not the old program rate, but the new revalued rates we have been anticipating, with the dinar appearing at a stunning $3.42 and the dong at a transformative $1.28, numbers that have sent shockwaves through the small community of insiders who were positioned to see them. This was not a random error. It was a system-wide update that briefly became visible before being pulled back behind the final administrative firewalls, a classic pre-launch procedure in the banking world known as a system ping, to ensure all terminals can communicate the new data before the official public switch is flipped. And the fact that it happened here on U.S. soil is the most significant piece of evidence we have ever received that the revaluation is not an international event we watch from afar, but a domestic financial upgrade we will participate in directly. Think about the sheer magnitude of that for a moment. The United States financial system, the bedrock of the global economy, is now technically capable of recognizing, processing, and valuing your foreign currency holdings at their true, revalued worth, which effectively means the decades-long journey of the dinar and dong from exotic, speculative instruments to fully fledged Tier 1 reserve currencies is now in its final unstoppable countdown phase. The logistical implications of this are breathtaking, as every major bank from Chase to Bank of America has had the software updates and physical hard currency shipments delivered to their central vaults over the last month under the guise of standard monetary policy refreshes. But we now know this was the quiet, systematic preparation for the largest wealth transfer in human history, designed to ensure that the moment the announcement is made, the system does not collapse under the strain of millions of citizens seeking to exchange their currency all at once. This carefully orchestrated rollout is why we are seeing a simultaneous and coordinated media blackout on the topic. Because the powers that be understand that controlling the narrative is just as important as controlling the money supply. And they want to avoid a premature, panic-driven run on the banks before every single protocol is perfectly in place to guarantee a smooth, orderly, and life-changing experience for every single holder. They are literally building the financial runway for you to take off, and what we witnessed at those airports was the first successful test of the landing lights, a clear signal to those who are paying attention that the plane is on its final approach, and it is time to fasten your seatbelt and prepare for arrival. Your patience was never about vain hope. It was about strategic timing, and that timing is now converging into this single, historic week where everything changes forever. So the most critical question you must ask yourself right now is not if this is real, but whether you are truly ready to step into the monumental responsibility and opportunity that this new financial reality is about to bestow upon you. So let's address the monumental question burning in every holder's mind. What do you actually do when the official public announcement flashes across every news channel and the world finally understands what you have known for years? The first and most critical rule is to remain in a state of calm, disciplined stillness, because the initial 72-hour period following the public revelation will be a whirlwind of chaos, misinformation, and emotional turbulence designed to test your resolve. And your ability to stay grounded will be the single greatest factor in navigating this transition successfully and securing your legacy. You must understand that the moment the rates go live on public banking apps and websites, a psychological frenzy will grip the entire nation and possibly the world, as people who once mocked your investment scramble to understand what a dinar even is, creating a massive surge of energy that you must not get caught in, because your journey has already been one of foresight and patience, And this final phase requires the same strategic composure. Your first physical action should not be a frantic drive to your local bank branch, but a quiet, methodical review of your personal holdings, ensuring your currency is secure, stored properly, and that you have all your necessary documentation in order, including any purchase certificates and valid identification, because presenting an organized and professional front at the bank will streamline your entire exchange process immensely. Remember, the tiered exchange system is designed specifically for this event, meaning that smaller initial exchanges for liquidity, perhaps a few $1,000s worth to settle immediate debts or celebrate, can be handled at standard retail bank branches, but the core of your wealth, the life-changing amounts, will require an appointment with a private banker or wealth manager at that same institution, which is a conversation you should schedule, not rush into. This is where your prepared plan becomes your most valuable asset. You should have a clear, written list of your financial priorities, broken down into phases. Phase 1, focusing on debt elimination and the creation of a 6-month cash reserve. Phase 2, on the establishment of various trusts and asset protection vehicles for your family. And Phase 3, on the strategic long-term investment into tangible assets like land, precious metals, and sustainable businesses that generate lasting income. Do not, under any circumstances, feel pressured to make large impulsive investments or to lend money to long-lost relatives. The sudden influx of wealth will attract every manner of financial advisor and opportunist. So your shield must be a pre-vetted team of professionals, including a tax attorney, a CPA familiar with windfall income, and a fiduciary financial advisor who is legally obligated to act in your best interest. The internal emotional shift is as important as the financial one. You must begin the conscious work of stepping into the identity of a custodian of wealth, because this money is not just for you, but a tool for generational change, and that requires a mindset of stewardship and responsibility rather than consumption and extravagance, ensuring that the blessing transforms into a lasting foundation. The entire global economic landscape will be reshaped by this event, as nations previously held down by economic sanctions and a suppressed currency will now take their rightful place on the world stage, leading to a massive surge in development projects, infrastructure rebuilding, and new international trade partnerships that will create unprecedented investment opportunities far beyond the initial currency exchange. This is why your vision must expand beyond the simple act of converting paper currency into a US dollar balance. You are now being positioned as a foundational investor in the new global economy with the capital to participate in projects that rebuild nations, fund groundbreaking technologies, and create lasting humanitarian impact, which is the true, deeper purpose behind this entire revaluation story. The world is about to watch the tangible proof of what faith and patience can yield, and your calm, informed, and purposeful actions in the days following the public announcement will not only secure your own future, but will serve as a powerful example to millions of how to navigate the greatest financial transition in modern human history with grace, intelligence, and integrity. And now we arrive at the ultimate purpose behind this historic financial shift. The reason why you were guided to hold these currencies against all odds and conventional wisdom. Because this revaluation was never just about personal enrichment, but about activating a global army of empowered individuals with the resources and the moral imperative to heal our world and build a future based on transparency, compassion, and sovereign freedom for all of humanity. The wealth that is about to flow into your hands is not a lottery win, it is a divine instrument. A strategic allocation of capital designed to dismantle the very systems of control and scarcity that have held humanity back for centuries. And you have been chosen to be a steward of this transition because of your resilience and your ability to see truth where others saw only risk. Your first and most sacred responsibility will be to your own family, to secure a generational foundation so strong that your children can operate from a place of abundance and creativity, not survival, which means setting up irrevocable trusts, educational funds, and legal structures that protect your assets from any future uncertainty and ensure your lineage is forever free from the chains of debt. Once your foundation is unshakable, your focus must turn outward to the countless projects and humanitarian missions that have been waiting for this exact moment of financial liberation to receive the funding they need to scale their operations and achieve global impact. From providing clean water to every village on earth and ending human trafficking to funding breakthrough medical research and supporting ethical, off-grid communities that model a new way of living. This is the great awakening of philanthropic capital, where we move beyond merely donating to charities and instead become visionary investors in a better world, using our resources to support projects that restore our planet's ecosystems, advance consciousness, and empower every individual to reach their highest potential, creating a legacy that will outlive us all and be remembered for 1,000 years. You are now being called to become a leader in this new paradigm, to step into a role you may have never imagined for yourself, using your influence and your resources to champion causes that resonate with your soul, and to inspire others in our community to do the same, creating a powerful network of change makers who can coordinate their efforts for maximum effect. The information you have received today is your final briefing before the dawn of this new age, and it is absolutely critical that you stay connected to this channel and our community, because the coming hours and days will be filled with rapid developments, disinformation campaigns, and crucial updates that you cannot afford to miss. And we will be here broadcasting around the clock to guide you through every single step. Therefore, your immediate call to action is this. Right now, as this video concludes, you must hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and crucially, tap that notification bell so you receive an instant alert the moment we go live with the next urgent update, because the timing of the next piece of information could be the difference between being fully prepared and being left behind. Then, I need you to go down into the comments section and type the words IAMDY, because this not only confirms your commitment to this mission, but it also creates a powerful wave of positive intention across our global community and allows our team to gauge the level of readiness so we can tailor our next broadcast to your most pressing needs. This is not the end of a long wait, it is the beginning of your true life's work. And we are here to walk with you every step of the way, providing the intelligence, the strategy, and the unwavering support you need to navigate this journey from a holder of currency to an architect of a new world. The time for waiting is over. The time for action is now. Go and make your preparations, stay vigilant, and know that we are on this mission together. I will see you in the next broadcast, which could be at any moment, with news that will change everything.